Every night after dinner, Harry took off for the local watering hole. He would spend the whole evening there and always arrive home really inebriated around midnight. He usually had trouble getting his key to fit the keyhole and couldn't get the door open. And every time this happened, his wife would go to the door and let him in. Then she would proceed to yell and scream at him for his constant nights out and coming home in a drunken state. But Harry still continued his nightly routine. One day, the distraught wife was talking to a friend about her husband's behavior. The friend listened and suggested, "Why don't you treat him a little differently when he comes home, instead of berating him? Why don't you give him some loving words and welcome him home with a kiss? Then he might change his ways." The wife thought that this might be a good idea. That night, Harry took off again after dinner, and at about midnight, he arrived home in his usual condition. His wife heard him at the door. She quickly opened it and let Harry in. Instead of berating him as she had always done, this time she took his arm and led him into the living room. She sat Harry down in an easy chair, put his feet up on the footstool, and took his shoes off. Then she went behind him and started to cuddle him a little. After a short while, she whispered to Harry, "It's pretty late, dear. I think we should go upstairs to bed now, don't you think?" Harry replied in his inebriated state, "Heck, I guess we might as well. I'll get in trouble when I get home anyway." Three old men were sitting around talking about who had the worst health problems. The 70-year-old said, "Have I got a problem? Every morning I get up at 7:30 and have to take a piss. But I have to stand at the toilet for an hour cause my pee barely trickles out." "Heck, that's nothing," said the 80-year-old. "Every morning at 8:30 I have to take a shit, but I have to sit on the pot for hours because of my constipation. It's terrible." The 90-year-old said, "You guys think you have problems? Every morning at 7:30 I piss like a racehorse, and at 8:30 I shit like a pig. The trouble with that is I don't wake up until 11.